Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Huggy Face Gaming here, and welcome to another Dragon Ball related video. Which within this video, I will be going over what happened within Bandai Namco's live stream about Xenoverse 2 and Fighters. But before I do start this video, I want to state two things. One, thank you guys so much for the love and support you gave to my predictions video that I put up before the live stream actually happened. You guys seem to really like what I had to say about my predictions on what exactly was going to be happening for the future of Xenoverse as well as Fighters. So thank you guys so much for that. As well as I am super sorry that this is coming late. I know I said I was going to try to upload this video once the actual live stream ended to tell you guys what exactly happened. I didn't really get to that because I had a lot of things happening in terms of school. If you guys don't know, I am a college student right now, and I am getting a lot of emails from my professors getting us ready for our semester, which is going to start next week, which means that videos are going to have to kind of be pushed back to the side because I do take a lot of main priority within school. I highly advise all of you guys who are into YouTube and anything as well to always focus on school, always focus on education, because education is obviously limitless. You could learn so much. But with that being said, like I'm saying, videos might be coming out late, but just remember that I will be uploading stuff in terms of Dragon Ball as well as the Broly movie, because that comes out tomorrow here in the US, which I'm super excited for. But yeah, let us just dive deep into what happened within this live stream. So this live stream that they actually did was 1 hour long, but it was only about 45 minutes because the producer of Dragon Ball Heroes wasn't really there to talk about what the game was going to be about. So this whole live stream was kind of broken up into three pieces. The first piece being the producer of Xenoverse 2 talking about Xenoverse 2, the introduction to Dragon Ball Heroes coming to the Switch and PC, which is really amazing because obviously, if you guys don't know, you had to have like a Japanese console to actually play things like Dragon Ball Heroes. I might be mistaken about that, but I heard from a lot of people that they had to get like Japanese exclusive consoles to play Dragon Ball Heroes. But now we are finally getting Dragon Ball Heroes here in America and with their dubbed voices. So yes, we will be hearing their English voice actors when the game actually comes out, which is really exciting. And I believe they said the game comes out April 5th. I might be wrong about that. I'll have to double check. If it does, I'll leave it in the description when the actual day is. But I'm pretty sure it's April 5th, so that's really crazy how there's like a lot of games coming out in succession. Well, in terms of myself, there's a lot of games coming out in succession. But yeah, that was kind of about Dragon Ball Heroes, which looks really fun. I'm not gonna lie, they actually introduced another new character, which is the character that a lot of people were noticing that looks like Hit with like the white outfit and had a little symbol. That character is actually the first ever like time patroller. I'm guessing like he's the very first time patroller within that whole universe, which is crazy. I really can't wait to learn more about this character. I believe he was created by the person who does the Dragon Ball Super manga, Toyotaro, so that's really crazy as well. Super sick design, and I cannot wait for Dragon Ball Heroes to come out. I might be picking it up for the Switch just to try it out because I'm not a huge Dragon Ball Heroes fan, but like I said, I do love the anime, so I really cannot wait to see what this has in store. But let us backtrack a bit to Xenoverse. Now, when it came to Xenoverse, we honestly didn't get any information as to what is to come. The only thing we did learn is that they're going to be fixing the main issue, which is of cheating. Now, if you guys don't know about this, there are a lot of people going online on Xenoverse 2 that are modders slash hackers. They have characters that have all 5-star QQ bangs, so that means they have like really high maxed out things when it comes to their stats and so on and so forth. So those people are pretty basically overpowered when it comes to the online version of things. And they actually stated that if they find people doing that with the level 5 QQ banks, or they're just super overpowered and not really being fair within the game, they are going to ban them. So that's one thing that a lot of us really were hoping that they're going to address, that they will address cheaters and stuff like that. So that's a plus for Xenoverse 2. But apart from that, there was nothing, like no mention about any future content. There's no mention of Xenoverse 3, which was shocking. I thought they would at least like say something or tease upcoming Xenoverse game, which they didn't. But the thing that kind of shocked me was that the producer even stated that if people keep on supporting the game, he will keep on giving us more stuff. Now, in my opinion, that just means more DLC. And you guys know how I feel about DLC for Xenoverse 2. I know a lot of you guys might be saying, Huggy Face, if you don't like buying the DLC, why do you buy them? Well, I'm the type of person that when it comes to games I love to play, I tend to want to have every single character that they actually introduce in those games, which is why I keep dishing out money on Xenoverse 2, because I want to have all the characters as well as showcase gameplay for you guys who want to see it. So for me, I feel like it's kind of like a need to have these characters, not only for myself, but for you guys to check them out before you guys could buy them. So the fact that he said that if we continue to support this game, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to support this game, he's going to introduce more stuff and more ways to actually play it. So I'm just hoping, fingers crossed, that whatever happens next is not future DLC and they actually start working on a new game. But other than that, they were just showcasing stuff that we already knew about. They showed us trailers for the Dragon Ball Super version of Broly and Gogeta, which we already have. We already know they're there. And they also introduced trailers for the Crystal Raid, which obviously we already know is already in the game. So the whole Xenoverse 2 panel that they were doing was just basically just showing us stuff that's already in the game, which was kind of a letdown, because you'd expect them to have more news and information in terms of what exactly is going to be happening with a game like Xenoverse, a really, really big franchise within the Dragon Ball community that a lot of people like to play, but they didn't show anything. Now, when it comes to fighters, this is where it disappointed me, because I knew for a fact they weren't really going to showcase anything to do with Xenoverse 3 or anything new for that game. But I thought to myself within my predictions video that they will include at least Fighters Season 2 or a little snippet of Fighters Season 2. But within all of this, they didn't showcase that at all either. Like, the whole point of this interview was just, the creator stating how grateful she was that people actually play the game and how people actually play it like religiously. Like, people really love this in the competitive scene. They were even showcasing some gameplay and some moments from the tournaments like Goichi versus Sonic Fox and stuff like that, which is really interesting. But in terms of new content, she really didn't mention anything in terms of fighters. She did tease about Season 2, like a little bit. Like, she was stating that she was kind of upset how the character roster is still pretty small and she would like to add more, kind of teasing that there is going to be a Season 2, but there is like no confirmation that there was. The only thing she stated was to wait for the tournament finals of Fighters to actually receive more information about Fighters and the future of Fighters, as well as the producer of Xenoverse 2 was stating that after the tournament they were going to reveal more in terms of the future of those two games, which in my opinion, it kind of sucks, because this whole 1 hour live stream was just basically them announcing that there's going to be more announcements later in the future, which I believe the tournament finals is the 26th and 27th of January. So we're still going to have to wait about a week or two before we actually get more information about these two games and the future of them, which in my opinion, I kind of felt like it was a waste of time having to kind of go through all of this, sit down for 1 hour watching this live stream just for them to tell us stuff we already knew about and to tell us that more stuff was coming in the later time. Like, the way they advertised this interview was basically saying that there is going to be big reveals and big news and big interviews, but there was really nothing big at all within this whole interview. Like, I found all of this stuff to be common sense that we already knew about. Like Xenoverse, we knew Broly was in it. We knew Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta was in it. We knew the tournament power stage was in it. We knew everything that they actually showcased to us. So for me, it was kind of just a letdown. Like, all of that stuff we already knew about. And then obviously Fighters had nothing new to introduce. So in my opinion, I did feel like that whole interview and all of that stuff that was going on was just a big waste of time. Now, don't get me wrong, I do love this company. Bandai Namco makes some crazy games sometimes. Like, it's really, really fun to play all of these Dragon Ball related games. And they even mentioned that there's like a new Shueisha V Jump like magazine that's actually showcasing a lot to do with Jump Force, which a lot of people are stating that there's like 20 pages of new information in terms of Jump Force. That's really crazy that they are promoting that game, and that game should be one of the fan favorite games for 2019 when it comes to the anime community, which I will be picking it up and I will be showcasing you guys gameplay of it once it comes out in February 15th, I believe. So, obviously look out for that. But at the end of the day, this live stream, it was just kind of lackluster. There really wasn't anything new coming out, no new information, nothing really big. And I myself, as well as other people that I saw on Twitter and Instagram and all of that, we were kind of let down and disappointed. Now, that's kind of our fault for going in this with really, really high hopes. But at the same time, when it comes to stuff like this, you kind of have to get in there with high hopes, because if not, what's the point of even tuning in? But it was just a big letdown, and I'm really disappointed that there is not that much new information to kind of keep us hype and wanting to see what they're going to introduce within the tournament finals. But that's kind of my opinion on things. What did you guys have to say about all of this? Did you guys watch the live stream? And if you did, were you hyped about the things that they're showing, especially Dragon Ball Heroes? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are big fans of Dragon Ball Heroes and cannot wait to play the game. But apart from that, did you feel like everything else was kind of a letdown because they didn't introduce anything new? Or did you guys find it interesting that they're actually covering some topics that even you guys had questions on? But at the end of the day, it was just a live stream. There will be more later on within the future, so hopefully there's a lot more within the tournament final that they showcase that was not within this live stream. But to end this, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure to hit a like as well as subscribe, because there will be future Dragon Ball content, especially later on, because Dragon Ball Super Broly, guys, is finally coming out tomorrow here in America. I'm super excited. I cannot wait to get in there and actually watch this film and make more videos for you guys explaining the movies, looking for Easter eggs and so on and so forth. So make sure to check out for all of those videos once they actually come out. And obviously there are games coming out that I do want to stream on YouTube, like Kingdom Hearts 3, which is a huge one. Jump Force, obviously another big one. And then Devil May Cry 5 is coming out as well. Like, there's a lot of games that I do want to showcase within this channel, and hopefully you guys stick around enough to actually watch when it all happens. But with that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you all in the next video, whatever topic it may be. Peace.